Hey, this is another trailer thoughts video. I'll probably do like just these three on the new Doctor Strange, Nope, and now the new Chippendale Rescue Rangers trailer. And I thought it was interesting, to be fair. But I'm also kind of split on it too. What I mean by that is, number one, I have no nostalgia for Chippendales. I didn't grow up with the cartoon. I didn't watch the cartoon. I played the Nintendo game. I thought the Nintendo game was really fun. The first game. I didn't play the second one. I really enjoy that game. But I have no nostalgia. I have no either way of Chippendale. So I did this for Disney Plus, where they're doing a movie where they're in the real world, meaning it's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Hell, Roger Rabbit is in the trailer. Now, I know people say, well, wait a minute, didn't you dislike the same thing in Tom and Jerry and Space Jam 2? I think this looks better than those two, at least based on the trailer. It does have flaws, which I'll get to. Give me a few minutes, but at least if you're giving me the concept of a Roger Rabbit type, where your characters are actors at a world of humans and cartoons, them interacting with whether it be, I think, like My Little Pony or Scrooge McDuck or Roger Rabbit or the cat and Apollo Abdul from the Opposites Attract music video, at least that makes sense because it's part of that world and part of Hollywood. Like, we wouldn't say Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a nostalgia bit. Oh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is nostalgia bait because it's got Bugs Bunny and it's got Mickey Mouse and it's got Betty Boop and Donald Duck and Daffy. We wouldn't say that about the original Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's why you have to pick and choose your battles, so to speak. Space Jam 2 not only was cartoons, but it was like, oh, let's put a Clockwork Orange in there. As far as the trailer shows, it doesn't show a Clockwork Orange and Casablanca and Matrix and Mad Max Fury Road and Superman and just like everything in the kitchen sink. And Tom and Jerry, at least this seems like it's about the two lead characters. At least this seems like it's about the two main primary characters, which is one of the things I always talked about when I complain about even the Tom and Jerry movie or those bullshit Ninja Turtle produced by Michael Bay fuckfest movies, where the four were big, inbred looking, mongoloid looking, inbred cousins of Shrek if he fucked a Goomba in the ass and then pull out four mongoloid, pinhead looking, steroid abusing fuck faces in those 2014-2016 films. A mother would puke if she saw those were her kids. Puke and die like a Lucio Fulci movie. But this seems like they're the stars. And they're on a case. And they're trying to find like a friend, a castmate. And I didn't. The movie could have this, sadly. But the trailer itself didn't show fart jokes and shit jokes and piss jokes and burp jokes. Based on the trailer, I didn't care for the music choice in the trailer. I thought that was stupid. I thought it was lame. But I thought there were some clever bits in the trailer. I thought the bit where Chip is more 2D while Dale wanted to fit in and be more CG 3D. I got the surgery. I thought that was a kind of a clever bit. It's interesting they don't have this dynamic of two different animation styles. That's a cool technical visual aspect. To have 2D and 3D side by side interacting with each other. I haven't seen that type of thing that much. Of 2D, 3D, like a buddy movie thing. Based on the trailer, it looks like the humans will be in the background and the cartoons will be in the forefront. I hope that's the case. I like that I still feel like I didn't see the entire damn movie. That's refreshing for a trailer. I didn't care for the music choice. I thought the ending was witty, that they brought up those Robert Zemeckis type of Beowulf, Uncanny Valley, like that crappy movie Cats, where they look real but they're not real, and how awkward that is. I thought that was, again, rather clever and entertaining. I don't like that it's Seth Rogen, because Seth Rogen's on my shit list because of that bullshit Santa Inc. show and his butthurt behavior. I wish it was someone else. And I guess to my other side, that the negative side, this voice cast. Why this voice cast? I just because the company that's making it. That's why. Why does Chip and Dale sound like this? Just why? I mean, why don't they sound like chipmunks? You know, why don't... As much as you hate Alvin the Chipmunks, at least they got that part. That's what I mean by chipmunks. Like, you look at that Alvin the Chipmunks movie. They did, what, 4 of them? 5, whatever? 4, 5, whatever. The chipmunks at least sounded like the chipmunks. Why don't these characters sound like how they should? Why are they sounding like this? Why? I don't understand that. I don't understand why they went in this route, in this direction. It just seemed awkward and weird, and then is it really Chip and Dale? Maybe they'll play that joke. Maybe it was some type of joke where they're talking like this on the show, then this is their normal voice. Kind of like, Pat Morita. When he was Mr. Miyagi, he didn't sound like that in real life. Maybe that's what they're doing here. I can understand that, but maybe it's just... If it was different voice actors, maybe that would be better for me. Just, I don't know, these two voices, I don't know, man. I don't know. They just don't do it for me with these roles. Maybe they were better in the movie when you see the full performance, to be fair. And, like, why do we need, like, Seth Rogen? Like, that could have been anybody else. Just so tired of Seth Rogen right now. And, like, Keegan Michael Key. Listen, when was the last thing Keegan Michael Key... When was the last thing Keegan Michael Key was a part of that was worth a shit? It wasn't The Predator. It wasn't that stupid John Cena film, Playing with Fire. It's almost like, oh, Keegan Michael Key's in it? I guess it'll suck. What, maybe what he did with Jordan Peele Keanu? That was alright. How long ago was that, though? Long time ago, sadly. So it's like... Again, I would preferred a different voice cast. I would prefer Chip and Dale sounding like how they should. I think that would actually kind of make it funnier. Like, if they're the type of dialogue you put in these mouths, but they still have that chipmunk quality to it. I don't know why... yeah, that was the thing that probably bugged me the most. Because again, I thought the jokes were kind of clever. I liked the Roger Rabbit type of aspect of them in... Oh, I do like that aspect. It's nice to see that again. Because I haven't seen that bit in a while. Again, Space Jam... To me, that's a different thing. Space Jam 2, that was just, again, let's put a Clockwork Orange and Matrix and jerk ourselves off. This, I get more of their direction, what they're going. And I kind of appreciate trying to be a bit more clever. Not original, because what can be original nowadays? But a bit more clever compared to, like, again, the Smurf movies and Alvin the Chipmunk movies. And, like, this seems more clever, like there's a bit more to it than those Again, what was that fucking Woody Woodpecker movie that came out? This seems a bit more clever than that, at least. And I hope they pull it off. I do, because it'd be okay, like a better version of Space Jam 2. Like, but there's people online like this is as bad. This is bad as Space Jam 2 and Tom and Jerry. I'm like, come on, really, really. Come on now. Let's tone it back a tad or two. And this is me saying this. This is like the worst scene ever. I'm like, really, really. I'm curious about the film. I hope it's all right. I think at best would probably be like a 3 out of 5, maybe 3 and a half, maybe. So it's still low expectations, but I appreciate what they're trying to do. It's just I don't know what the people behind it and the voice cast, if that's going to be the detriment or not. I have been surprised. I've said this before. I mean, there's been actors and directors and writers that I'm not a fan of them. Like, okay, I'm not a fan of Eli Roth, but I didn't mind his Death Wish with Bruce Willis. I'm not big on remakes nowadays, but I did like the Child's Play reboot. I did like that. I still like that film. Hopefully it's one of those that's mild surprise. I hope so. I hope they looked at Tom and Jerry and this stuff and they learn from it. I do. But, and if I'm wrong, we're back to where we're already at anyway. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.